The global bioeconomy is projected to be worth more than 27 trillion euros by the year 2050, representing a huge boost to green economic growth and new jobs. Making Europe's economy more sustainable and competitive, the bioeconomy offers a win-win. However, is Europe in danger of failing to capitalise on this potential, perhaps falling behind other regions in the world? I'm here today with Deputy Head of Unit at the European Commission's DG Environment, Agata Kotkowska. And we're here to talk about some of the possible pitfalls and how Europe could avoid them. Hi, Agata.
Hello, Sofia.
What do you see as perhaps some of the biggest potential pitfalls, and how could Europe avoid them?
Europe's risk is not about the capacity, it's more about the execution. Promising plans, supply chains, technologies often stall the permitting problems, the market fragmentation, poor market signals. For the bio-based sector, it means uncertainty, investment uncertainty when the policy shakes. Therefore, we need to ensure for the bio-based sector to have stabilized policy frameworks and investment certainty in order to this sector to strive. We must generate investment pathways, standardization. We must help the investors to stay here so that these innovations in Europe stay and actually strive.
Europe is often seen as regulation heavy, and this might put off some investors. What can you say to get them over this perception?
Europe's high standards are actually not a burden, it's our strength. We need to have high standards must need to go hand in hand with predictable regulations. Under this Commission mandate, we are cutting red tape. We are simplifying our regulations and helping investors to see Europe as a very good place to invest. What investor needs is the predictability, long-term stability. That's exactly what we are providing. We are providing the certainty, we are providing the clear environment and clear regulatory framework that helps for the company to plan and to invest in Europe. Regulation should not be a moving target. It should be a foundation for all investments here in Europe. Because when the rules are clear, the investors have a certainty and can better plan and long-term plan. Regulation should not be a moving target, it needs to be foundation. And when the regulation is stable and predictable, investors can invest in innovation and the scale-up can thrive.
In Europe, we have quite a stellar reputation when it comes to research and development. However, when it comes to scaling up and becoming profitable, companies tend to move to other regions of the world. What can you say to them?
It pains me to see that innovation is born in Europe and scaled elsewhere. It drains the value, jobs and strategic independence. We need to ensure to close this value of debt by providing the funding together with the member states and ensuring the funding for this investment journey by providing and building scale-up mechanism in Europe. And by building the scale-up mechanism, bio-based solutions can be seamlessly moved across the borders in Europe and not exported for scale somewhere else.
Now, when it comes to bio-based, you often hear about the need for a level playing field between bio-based and fossil-based, and also the creation of lead markets for bio-based. Why do you think this hasn't happened yet in Europe?
Well, fossil-based industries have enjoyed for decades actually the infrastructure, the built infrastructure, subsidies and consumers' familiarity. So they have enjoyed, so to say, the markets as it is now. Bio-based alternatives are relatively newer and are not so well established on the market and face, unfortunately, the very steep curve at the beginning of the investment journey. To correct this, Europe must create the bioeconomy lead markets, strengthen the pull mechanism for the policy frameworks. We need to use the different tools that we have at hand, like procurement, to create the demand for the bio-based materials, products, applications, technologies. We need to ensure that the regulatory frameworks better reflect the environmental and competitiveness value of the bio-based materials and products. And also we need to work on the standards that need to be harmonized. That's very important to shift the competition to the bio-based and sustainable solutions.
And lastly, Agata, is there anything you would like to tell everyone watching today?
Let's make Europe the place where the innovations can be born, can be scaled up, and that they can be used here in Europe, and when Europe can lead global markets in the sustainable bio-based products, materials and technologies.